Hello, welcome to Director's Commentary, episode 18, the Elie Chainwalk in, weirdly, World War II ruins. So this is the way to the Elie Chainwalk. There's a sign there for a cafe, 100 metres up there. I think I'll probably avoid that. It's probably a trap. Be pedos hiding up there or that. Not that that would affect me, obviously, but I'm not going to. I'm not going up there. So Elie and Errol's Ferry is like a lovely wee sort of beach village. Kinda near Leven. It's probably the closest place. It's in Fife. See this bit here? If you've ever played Fallout New Vegas, when they're walking up the Roman fort, the slaves carrying the bags up, it's that reminds me of that. It was Larry David and his family out for an ice cream there. So this is the sign. This is the start of the chain walk here. It's basically telling you, watch yourself. We're not responsible if you break your neck, basically, right? So that's that. So usually, I've done this, and I wouldn't even be able to tell you how many times I've done this. More than 20, definitely. Usually when you do it, there's no one about. Annoyingly, the day I decide to fucking film it, everyone's out. Everyone and their grand's doing this. So this is a wee cave here. Not really anything in it. Other than the things that you would see in a cave. So the whole idea of this is, it's basically the chains put into the side of the rocks. Apparently it goes back to the early 20th century when sailors were trying to get up from being out in the water quick, and they eventually obviously got all corroded and stuff. But Fife Council, I think in the late 80s or early 90s, decided in their infinite wisdom to recreate it as some sort of heritage thing, and obviously people were like, well, I'm going to climb it. So Fife Council, the thing is, most councils generally have very strict attitudes towards health and safety, but Fife Council's attitude towards their cavalier attitude towards health and safety in this instance has to be, see someone doing a backflip there, go and rewind that if you want. There was a family up there and the lassie decided to do a backflip off the, I know that sounds like I'm making that up, but go and rewind it and you'll see exactly what I mean. I had to wait ages on these folk coming down here. So I have done this chain walk many a time with various friends and foes. Nah, there's never been any enemies on it, because this would be a good place to bring someone out to kill them. If I do ever actually go out here and someone dies that I'm with, that is not permissible evidence in court, by the way, so don't even try to do that. The FBI and the CIA are always listening into these, because they're cunts. Right, so this looks the easiest bit because it's just a wee chain, but that's actually one of the hardest bits of the whole thing. It's just the angle of it, getting over it. It's not ideal. So heading over all these rocks and that, there's a wee family of ducks. Pretty cool. Maybe not a family, maybe a group. Maybe they're away to a gig. Maybe they're away to see, I don't know, a Miles Davis tribute band or something. Charging up here to get ahead of the folk on the left because they were taking their fucking time, and I'm in a rush trying to make this video, so had to get them out of the way. When I say get out of the way, I mean get out of the way of them. I didn't mean they're dead and buried in the water anywhere here. Again, FBI, CIA. Beautiful, beautiful views here, obviously. I definitely recommend a wee day trip to go and do this. It's fantastic. This is the kind of Indiana Jones bit right at the end here, as I'm sure you can agree if you take a look at that. It looks pretty cool. Down here a wee bit. There's a big gap between doesn't look much, but it's quite a steep gap between the chain bit here and the kind of rock in the middle, and you've got to take a sort of leap of faith. As a man of no faith, I just took a leap. This is basically the last chain here. I was trying to, I don't know, I think maybe the camera got splashed with water or it got smudged or something, but it looks like seeing computer games when you get like hit or the napper and you're kind of dizzy and that's kind of what's like happened here. A first person view of, it's given a kind of nice dreamlike quality to it. So at this point, this is where I was dreaming about doing the chain walk. Obviously I'll need to get that fixed. That'll be fixed in a minute. So having a wee look out of the water here, nearly fell off there, swung round, and that is literally the last chain. So we're still in the dream here, obviously. This is there we go, that's it fixed. So this is up in the cliffs now. We're walking in a big circle. This is at that thing on the left there in the distance. That's a beautiful view, that, by the way. That thing in the back there was to do with World War II. This was like where they had a big massive gun. It would look out to the sea and it would basically fire on the German U-boats. I don't know if they ever actually shot any, but that's what this was here for. Came up at this point, there was two folk in here. A guy and some lassie, I think he was trying to impress her. Obviously folk have been in here. That graffiti back there was actually made by World War II soldiers, by the way. So we'll get up here. You can see out to the sea there on your left. We'll get up here and we'll have a wee look at the top of the roof. That's that boy's bag over there. I didn't want to film them, obviously, because then I'll need to pay them for being in the video. Have a wee look down this hole here and see if we can... Aye, fuck all, just as expected. Beautiful, beautiful place this, as I said. And that's that. So come and visit the Elie Chainwalk and come and see the World War II ruins as well, because it's definitely worth a day or at least a couple of hours out. Thanks for listening as always. Get subscribing, you bastards.